Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 1, chapter entitled The Advent of Lord Krishna, Introduction, text 16. Please repeat after me. Vasudeva Katha Prashnaha Purushan Trin Punati Hi Vaktaram Prachakam Shrotrin Tatpada Salilam Yata Vasudeva Katha Prashna Vasudeva Katha Prashna Purushang Strin Punatihi Purushang Strin Punatihi Vaktarang Prachakang Shrotrings Vaktarang Prachakang Strotrings Tatpada Salilang Yatha Tatpada Salilang Yatha Vasudeva Katha Prashna Purushang Strin Punatihi Vaktarang Prachakang Shrotrings Tatpada Salilang Yatha Vasudeva Katha Prashna Purushang Strin Punatihi Vaktarang Prachakang Shrotrings Tatpada Salilang Yatha. Pacham Prashtakam Shrotrims Katha Prashna Matajis. Vakatha Prashna Vasudeva Katha Prashnaha. Questions about the pastimes and characteristics of Vasudeva Krishna. Purushan, persons. Trin, three. Punati, purify. He, indeed. Vaktaram, the speaker such as Shukadeva Goswami. Prachakang, and an inquisitive hearer like Maharaja Parikshit. Shrotrin, and between them the listeners hearing about the topics. Tatpada Salilang Yata, exactly as the entire world is purified by the Ganges water, emanating from the toe of Lord Vishnu. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Translation: the Ganges emanating from the toe of Lord Vishnu purifies the three worlds, the upper, middle, and lower planetary systems. Similarly, when one asks questions about the pastimes and characteristics of Lord Vasudeva, Krishna, three varieties of men are purified: the speaker or preacher, he who inquires, and the people in general who listen. Purport: it is said, Tasmad Gurum Prapadyeta Jignasu Shreya Uttamam. Bhagavatam 11.3.21. Those interested in understanding transcendental subject matters as the goal of life must approach the bona fide spiritual master. Tasmad Gurum Prapadyeta. One must surrender to such a guru who can give right information about Krishna. Herein, Maharaj Parikshit has surrendered to the right personality, Shukadeva Goswami, for enlightenment in Vasudeva Katha. Vasudeva is the original personality of Godhead who has unlimited spiritual activities. Srimad Bhagavatam is a record of such activities. And Bhagavad Gita is the record of Vasudeva speaking personally. Therefore, since the Krishna consciousness movement is full of Vasudeva Katha, anyone who hears, anyone who joins the movement, and anyone who preaches will be purified. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vikasa Swami Niti Namine. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Vasudeva Katha Prashna Purusham Strin Punatihi Vaktarang Prachakang Shrotrings Tatpada Salilang Yatha. The Ganges emanating from the toe of Lord Vishnu purifies the three worlds, the upper, middle, and lower planetary systems. Similarly, when one asks questions about the pastimes and characteristics of Lord Vasudeva, Krishna, three varieties of men are purified: the speaker or preacher, he who inquires, and the people in general who listen. Hare Krishna. So, from yesterday's verse, now we are hearing from Shukadeva Goswami, reply for whatever Parikshit Maharaj posted, various questions, so many questions Parikshit Maharaj posted. So, actually to say from tomorrow's verse, Shukadeva Goswami starts answering from tomorrow's verse, how Bhumi came and approached Lord. The entire story begins from tomorrow's verse. And then what about these two verses, yesterday's verse and today's verse? These two verses we see, especially this word Vasudeva Katha. In today's verse also Shukadeva Goswami is mentioning Vasudeva Katha, and in yesterday's verse also the same word was used. Third line we can see Vasudeva Kathayante. So now in these two verses, Shukadeva Goswami is glorifying about Vasudeva Katha. And Srila Prabhupada also in purport, we read, Prabhupada discusses about Vasudeva Katha. Vasudeva. Who is Vasudeva? Is Krishna, the original supreme personality of Godhead. And Katha, whatever is related to him, whatever he spoke, that is also called as Vasudeva Katha, Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada mentioned so many places. And Srimad Bhagavatam also, which speaks about the Supreme Lord Vasudeva. This is also Vasudeva Katha, Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. And in today's verse, especially this very nice comparison is made. Vasudeva Katha Prashna, that is compared to Tatpada Salilang Yatha. Salilam means, generally we know water is mentioned as Salilam. And Tatpada, the water which emanated from the lotus feet of the Lord, which came through. So that particular water, Ganges. And at least people from India, all over India, they know that Ganges, if we take bath in Ganges, it purifies. In scriptures, we see there are 7 ways of worshipping Ganges or getting purified from Ganges is mentioned. One is by chanting the name, like O Ganga, Ganges, like that, by chanting the name, or simply by having darshan, by touching, by standing inside Ganges, sprinkling some water or taking bath, both are same. One time when Prabhupada was in Vrindavan with devotees, Prabhupada was warning them. See, in this place now water is very less in Yamuna. If you jump, there could be so many turtles, so you may get hurt. So don't take bath, just sprinkle some water. So devotees, they brought some water from Yamuna and Prabhupada also sprinkled. And then Prabhupada said, this is as same as taking full dip in Yamuna. So like sprinkling water, by taking bath or by worshipping, doing arati, like this in so many ways one can get purified. And in this verse we see not only within this earthly planet, middle planetary system, all the persons in 3, upper, middle and planetary, Treen Punatihi. The Ganges emanating from the toe of Lord Vishnu purifies the 3 worlds, the upper, middle and lower planetary system. We know Ganges is present in all 3, upper, middle and lower planetary system. In Srimad Bhagavatam itself it is mentioned, all 3 planetary system Ganges is present, but in different names she is called. Mandakini, in what is it? Mandakini iti Divi, Bhogavati iti Chado, Gangeti Cheha. Ganga iti Cheha. Here in middle planetary system she is called as Ganga or Ganges. Bhogavati, where in down lower planetary systems she is called as Bhogavati. And in upper planetary system she is called as Mandakini. So like how Ganges purifies everyone. We know in higher planetary system, people of higher classes in consciousness wise or in their activities, everything, they are higher compared to those who are in middle planetary system and lower planetary system. Even they are getting purified by Ganges. And same Bhagavatam we hear even Lord Shiva is getting purified by receiving the Ganges water. So here Shukadeva Goswami is making very nice comparison. Similarly, one who hears this Vasudeva Katha, the characteristics and pastimes of Lord Vasudeva, this purifies 3 varieties of people. Those who speak, those who hear, means the person who puts forward the question, and others, those who are sitting as audience, they all also get purified. Similar to the Ganges. So this Vasudeva Katha, as Prabhupada mentioned in the purport, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, we can go on mentioning. And each and every one literature has the potency to purify any conditioned soul. Shrutakirti Prabhu, in his book, Srila Prabhupada Vacha, so many memories he narrates in that. So in that, once he narrates, he was personal servant of Srila Prabhupada. So one time he entered inside Prabhupada's room for his morning duties. So as usual, whenever a servant comes in front of Guru, he offers obeisances. How many times? It does not matter. Just 2 minutes back I offered obeisances, so no need to offer now. No. Every time disciple offer obeisances to Guru. Sakshad Hari. Guru is Sakshad Hari. So Shrutakirti Prabhu offered obeisances, And when he got up, Prabhupada was reading Bhagavad Gita as it is. So Prabhupada was reading, and suddenly he looked at Shrutakirti Prabhu and said, just by reading this one book, one can become pure. One can become Krishna conscious. Actually, he said, just by reading this one book, one can become Krishna conscious. Then Shrutakirti Prabhu thought, oh, very nice. And Shrutakirti Prabhu was continuing as his personal servant. So few days went on. Shrutakirti Prabhu said, after few months, again same thing happened. Prabhupada was reading some book and Shrutakirti Prabhu entered inside. He offered obeisances. Prabhupada was reading Nectar of Devotion. Again when Shrutakirti Prabhu got up, Prabhupada said same thing. Just by reading this one book, one can become Krishna conscious. And if we remember in Krishna book, in preface, at the end of preface, Prabhupada writes, just by reading this one Krishna book, one can develop pure love for Krishna, pure love of Godhead. So each and every book, whatever Prabhupada gave us, this Vasudeva Katha has that potency. And Prabhupada in Srimad Bhagavatam purport, he mentions what to speak about one book, even one verse or one line or even one letter can change one's life. Recently, Srinivas Prabhu was narrating in this Friday Zoom class. One person went to wine shop for purchasing, for purchasing some bottles. So he purchased 2 bottles of wine and he wanted to carry them home. And in shop, to cover it up, they had some papers. So with the papers, they packed the bottle and gave him. So he went to his house, opened the paper cover, and then he opened the bottle also. So while drinking, he thought, what are these papers? Let me see. He took the paper and it was Bhagavad Gita as it is. He read 2 papers of Bhagavad Gita as it is was enough for him. Then he was looking for devotees and he was looking for some ISKCON center and changed his life. So that is the potency of Vasudeva Katha. And that's what Srila Prabhupada gave us. Like this, so many books. Because these books, they describe the activities of Lord. Prabhupada in this purport very nicely says, Vasudeva is the original personality of Godhead who has unlimited spiritual activities. Srimad Bhagavatam is a record of such activities. I just remembered recently I was hearing one Prabhupada lecture. In that Prabhupada was mentioning there are so many scriptures available. And in most of the scriptures means religious scriptures, they all accept God. In different understandings, but they all accept God. But in no scripture we can find any description about activities of the Lord. And Prabhupada says that is the only difference between Srimad Bhagavatam and other literatures. Only Srimad Bhagavatam gives elaborate description of the activities of Supreme Lord, especially we know this 10th canto. Therefore, Parikshit Maharaj goes on posting questions after question, question after question. Though Parikshit Maharaj was a pure devotee from the womb itself. If we remember in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, even before Shukadeva Goswami arrives to the scene, we can see what mentality, what mood, what attitude, what understanding Parikshit had. After Parikshit Maharaj was cursed, he wanted to fast, he came to Ganges and all sages assembled. So Parikshit Maharaj started narrating them. See, this is what happened, I got the curse, I understand, this is Lord's will, so that I can give up everything. But I have one request. So this request is putting forward to all the sages before hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. He says, Punascha bhuyat bhagavad yanante ratif prasangas tadashrayeshu. Mahatsu yamyam upayami shrishtim maitriyastu sarvatra namo dvijebhyah. O Dvijebhya, all twice born sages, those who all are sitting here, I am offering my obeisances, namastu. What I want, Maitriyastu sarvatra, Mahatsu yamyam upayami shrishtim. Mahatsu means in this material world, material creation. He says, Mahatsu in this material creation, yamyam upayami shrishtim. Upayami Shrishtim, if I have to take birth, Yam Yam, wherever. If I have to take birth in this material world, wherever it may be, I have one request. Punascha bhuyat bhagavad yanante ratif prasangas tadashrayeshu. He says, I have only one desire. Again, I should get attached to Vasudeva. Punascha bhuyat bhagavad yanante. I should get same relationship with Krishna. Please give me just this one blessing. He did not ask anything else. He was the emperor of entire world. Give me this. And then two more things he asked for. Ratif prasangas tadashrayeshu. And then affection, attraction towards his devotees also. And third thing he said, I should be always merciful to all other living entities. So this whole Srimad Bhagavatam, whatever questions were posted by Parikshit Maharaj was for this purpose. For him to develop more attraction towards Krishna and to benefit all other living entities. Same what Shukadeva Goswami is mentioning today. This topic, Parikshit Maharaj, no, if I ask this, if Shukadeva Goswami speaks this will purify everyone. Not only Shukadeva Goswami who speaks, not only myself whom inquiring about, even all others, those who in future or now, those who are hearing, they all will get purified. So therefore, when one utilizes his human body, human life for hearing such topics, then only scriptures consider him to be a human. Otherwise, he is not at all considered to be a human being. Recently, few verses back when we were discussing, that time we saw devotional service is performed by using all the limbs of the body and especially by tongue we saw, and then by ears. The most powerful process, potent process is by using ears. And today that is what we are seeing. Just simply by using ears, if you hear this Vasudeva Katha, like how Ganges purifies, you will be purified from everything. So same Srimad Bhagavatam says, but if you don't use your ears for hearing Vasudeva Katha, you will be hearing something else. Because ears cannot be kept closed. We saw even while sleeping, ears are awake. So 24 hours without any rest, 24/7, ears are working. So if we don't hear Vasudeva Katha, then in second canto, it is very nicely explained. Bhilo bato rukrama vikramanye nashrinvata karna pute narasya. Narasya, human being, you have ears, karna. You have ears, but if you don't hear about Urukra Vikramanye, the activities of Urukrama, the activities of the Lord, same thing like in today's verse, it is explained that if you don't use your ears for that, then it is compared to Bile. Bile means snake holes. We can, snake pit, so many holes are there. Your ears are simply like that. Because if you don't give oral reception, if you don't hear about Lord, then you will not know about Him, you will not know His glories, you will not know His activities. Then you will be atheistic throughout your life. You will be challenging. Who is God? Where is He? If He is here, then why all these things are happening? You will not understand anything. Then you will not be humble, you will not be submissive, you will not offer obeisances to Lord. Same verse continues. Those who don't offer obeisances to the Lord, then their upper portion of the body, though it may be decorated with crown, it is simply a burden. If the hands are not used in His service, cleansing the temple or clapping during kirtan, if you don't utilize your hands in the service of the Lord, then it is like hands of a dead body. So therefore, this is very important that how we use these ears for hearing about the Supreme Lord. If we hear, then as this verse says, Trin, the inquirer, one who is asking about the Lord, one is hearing, immediately he gets purified. But there are two things important for the hearer. One has to hear with proper attitude. Same thing you may hear. If you don't have proper attitude, then you may not get the actual benefit. You may not derive the result at all. Therefore, even in Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna says, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya, by humbly serving, one should inquire. Not just for, no, I also can ask so many questions. I know this, I know that. To just boast oneself. No. If you have proper attitude, same Bhagavad Gita we see, Arjuna heard from Krishna, and then there was transformation in the heart of Arjuna. Same Bhagavad Gita, Dhritarashtra also heard. Everything Sanjaya narrated same. But what happened to Dhritarashtra? Finally he also became devotee. No. There was no change in heart. Why? Because his attitude was different. Throughout the entire Bhagavad Gita, his concern was only about his sons, whether they will get victory, what I will achieve from that, how it will please me. So if the attitude of the hearer is not proper, then one may not derive this purification. And second thing, from whom we hear. That also matters. So that's what Prabhupada starts the purport with. Tasmad gurum prapadyeta jignashu shreya uttamam. Those who are interested in understanding transcendental subject matters as goal of life must approach the bona fide spiritual master. Whom we are asking the questions, from whom we are hearing, that is very, very important. Not that just you catch anyone in the street, like nowadays, any spiritual question, whom they ask, either some actors, or some famous celebrity, cricket star, politician. Sir, what is your opinion about this issue going on? Then you will not get proper output. Then we may end up like Kamsa. We will see that in 4th chapter, as I was reading recently, Krishna book. So, could relate many things with these things. Kamsa, when he wanted to kill the 8th child, so we know then Durga was there. So when he wanted to throw her on the stone, immediately slipped from his hands, and then she started speaking. Oh Kamsa, what you are thinking? Already the child who will kill you has born in another place. So when Kamsa heard this, few things are mentioned. One, then Durga said that this child is already taken birth in another place. So why you are torturing this poor Vasudeva and Devaki? Release them. Don't torture them anymore. So when Kamsa heard this, two reactions are mentioned. One, immediately Kamsa became too much afraid because the child has already born in another place. And second thing, he became so much feeling compassion for Vasudeva and Devaki. And he started speaking to them. Oh, really sorry. Whatever I have done, I have killed all my nephews. I think I will end up in hell where the killer of Brahmanas will go. So what I did is not proper. But actually what I did is not done by me. It was predestined. So you don't feel bad. You are great souls. I have no words to instruct you. So please forgive me. In such a humble manner he was speaking. And finally it is mentioned, he was literally crying to them. So Kamsa was in this mood. Then the chapter continues. The next day, what happens? Kamsa has satsanga, Ishtagoshti. With whom? With his counselors, with his teammates. He calls them and then he narrates the entire incident to them. Same incident happened to Kamsa. Kamsa was in different mood. But when he narrated this entire incident to his teammates, counselors, then what they did? They told, then immediately, what we should do? We should kill all the children that born within last 10 days in all villages, all cities, all town, all pasturing grounds. We should immediately go and kill them. And we should stop all these sacrifices. We should kill cows. We should kill brahmanas. What demigods can do? Demigods cannot do anything. So many times they have surrendered unto you in fear, they with folded hands, and you have forgiven them. So they cannot do anything to you. Even if they want to do something, either they will go to Vishnu or Shiva or Brahma. And Vishnu is already out of fear, he is hiding in hearts of other living entities. Shiva has given up all his activities, he has renounced, and Brahma is meditating. So nothing to fear. Chalo, we'll do this. Then immediately Kamsa agreed. So if you go and ask something, your question or some opinion or some idea to some wrong person like this, then we know. The 5th chapter starts as Kamsa begins his persecutions. And finally we know how Kamsa was also persecuted because of this activity. So same thing will happen to us. Instead of getting our anarthas removed, we will be more and more bounded by these anarthas. So therefore, it is very important from whom we hear. Therefore, it is mentioned not only a spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master. Anybody can dress themselves as a spiritual person and can go on speaking anything. Krishna, who is Krishna? Krishna means black. Black means dark. Dark means nothing. So Krishna is nothing. When one lady follower of this Mayavadi, she came and discussed it with Prabhupada, this thing. Then Prabhupada immediately said, so if Krishna is nothing, nothing means you cannot know. So if that person does not know about Krishna, then why is he speaking about Krishna? Krishna says, Naham Prakasha Sarvasya Yoga Maya Samavrita. I am not visible to non-devotees. So he is a non-devotee, therefore Krishna is unknown to him. If you want to know about Krishna, we have this 18 volumes, 44 volume of Bhagavatam. We were discussing that also. Prabhupada wanted 60 volume. So many things are there to go on speak about Lord. Then they say, Lord, Krishna means nothing. There is nothing to speak about him. Bogus. Outwardly they may dress themselves very nicely. Jungle ki Raja. Prabhupada so many times narrates this story. The Jackal King. Some washermen, they made a dye normally for putting dye for the cloths. So they made a blue dye. And this jackal was coming through that forest and suddenly fell inside that bucket. When the jackal came out of the bucket, entire body was full of that dye, blue color. So it didn't think of anything. So it was just coming inside the forest. But when all other animals they saw, they were wondering, oh, who are you? Some special creature. Same thing happened with the lion also. The king of the forest came and then it was surprised. Who are you looking in special features? Then the jackal was thinking, okay, now I got the opportunity. I can post myself very great. I am sent by God. So now you all should serve me. So then they all started serving, feeding. Everything was taken care. But we know habits never die. So when Paurnami, Amavasya or full moon day, when jackals they say when they see full moon, then Paurnami, immediately they all will start shouting. If one jackal starts shouting, the second one will also start shouting. So this jackal king, blue-dyed jackal, it also started shouting, then it was got caught. So same thing with the spiritual people. They may pose themselves very great, dress them very nicely, have very nice beard, turban, whatever. But once they start speaking, once they open their mouth, then immediately we can understand. All blabbering. Therefore, even if it is Krishna Katha, we should not hear from them. Avaishnava Mukho Udgirnam Putam Harikatamritam Shravanam Naiva Sarpavyam Kartavyam Sarpochishta Yatahpaya. It is like tasting milk touched by a serpent. Though it is sweet Krishna consciousness topic, when you hear from them, you will not develop love for Krishna. Prabhupada used to say this also. One person, he said, whenever I hear Rasa Leela, whenever they say Krishna, Radha, I immediately remember barber's wife, Radha. So Prabhupada was saying, this is rascaldom. This is what will happen. If your consciousness, if your attitude is not proper, still if you want to jump to the topics, if you want to speak about the topic, then this is what will happen. Externally, outwardly, you may speak all these things, but it will not help. Rather, if we hear from, as Prabhupada mentions here, bona fide spiritual master, then immediately there is transformation of heart. Because he does not interpret anything, he does not change anything. Whatever Krishna gave, same thing. Without any addition, without any subtraction, it is given. In a lecture on Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, 23rd verse, Prabhupada, very nice thing he narrated. I recently saw that video. Actually, same thing, I could read it out, but I thought if we could hear that sentences, statements from Prabhupada's word, how powerful it was. Just I have that recording. I will just keep it in the mic. Let's just.
So we are speaking the same thing as it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. We don't misinterpret. We don't spoil the whole Bhagavad Gita. We don't do this mischief. Sometimes people, they say, Swamiji, you have done wonderful. What wonderful? I am not a magician. Only credit is, I have not spoiled the Bhagavad Gita as presented as it is.
So, I'll just read also. I thought we will hear this. So, Prabhupada is saying, we are speaking the same thing in Bhagavad Gita. We don't misinterpret. Then Prabhupada said, we don't spoil the whole Bhagavad Gita. We don't do this mischief. Sometimes people, they say, Swamiji, you have done wonderful. But what wonderful? I am not a magician. Several times, people, they think Prabhupada changed so many people's life. He made all the hippies into happies and then brought Krishna consciousness tremendously. Now, after, within 10 years of time, how much travel he did, how many lectures he gave, how many books he translated. And every book, we can see Prabhupada commentaries. He first translated the Sanskrit text into that particular language, for example, in English. And then word-to-word meaning, then translation, then commentary. When Prabhupada took up this Bhagavatam process of 60 volume, in another place Prabhupada mentions, I was wondering whether I will be able to finish or not. Then I decided, okay, first of all, let me give this Krishna book. At least let people have that. The book describes about the activities of Krishna. So, Prabhupada is saying, I am not a magician. My only credit is I have not spoiled the Bhagavad Gita. So, it was really powerful when I was hearing that. I have not spoiled. I have presented it as it is. So, therefore, there is no addition or subtraction or some interpretation, nothing to interpret. Everything is clear there. So therefore, when we hear from such people, then immediately this Trin Punati, this purification happens for everyone. When the hearer is potent, when the speaker is potent, then immediately purification happens. Just like when husband is potent and the wife, female is potent, immediately there is child. So same thing here. So now immediately one may think, okay, now I am, those who are sitting, we may think, okay, you said our attitude should be proper, let us try for that. And second thing, you said that we should hear from a potent person like Prabhupada. He didn't spoil anything, he means he didn't change anything. So if we hear from personalities like Krishna or Shukadev Goswami or Prabhupada, then transformation of heart may happen. So what about hearing lectures from others, those who are practicing devotees, just like myself sitting here or so many other devotees, those who are just practicing, we are also speaking. So what will happen if we hear from you? So that Prabhupada explains in the end of purport. Therefore, since the Krishna consciousness movement is full of Vasudeva Katha, anyone who hears Anyone who joins the movement and anyone who preaches will be purified. Why? Because those who are practicing, those who are sitting here, they are also just repeating the words of Prabhupada. Just as Prabhupada used to do, just like a postman. What postman does? He just carries the parcel from one person to another person. He doesn't open it, he doesn't take out the money, he doesn't add money, he just gives. So similarly, we, those who are speaking, we also should have that understanding that for our own purification, whatever we are speaking, for our own purification we are speaking, and with that attitude, if we speak, then those who are hearing, they will also get the benefit of hearing this Vasudeva Katha. Therefore, we can see, we should hear from everyone, but whenever we get opportunity to hear from persons like Prabhupada or Guru Maharaj or some senior Vaishnavas, immediately we can ourselves feel, suddenly we will think, okay, from today onwards, I will be fixed up. I want to be more dedicated. I want to sincerely do my rounds. Daily I want to read 1 hour, 1.5 hours, take notes, preach to someone, give this message to others. So that potency is there when we hear from them. So therefore we tell everyone, please regularly hear Prabhupada lectures, regularly read Prabhupada books. In that directly Prabhupada is speaking to us. So at present we may not have that much attraction for hearing this Krishna Katha, Vasudeva Katha, but Bhagavatam itself, the process is also mentioned. Shushrushro Shraddhadanasya Vasudeva Katha Ruchi Syan Mahat Sevaya. By rendering service to devotees, then one will develop attraction for hearing these topics. So therefore, regularly one should try to do some service. Physically, for some people it may not be possible, but whatever according to their capacity. It is not that everyone must come and then physically they should shift some bricks in construction. Whenever needed, we ask that also. So 2 days back, we were downloading some 1,100 pieces of stone. So that time we needed help. Some devotees came, they helped. So in whatever capacity they could, by cleaning temple hall, by making garlands. If we make beautiful garlands for deities, then when deities are decorated in that way, and outside people they come, have darshan, immediately they get attracted to Lord. So this is also preaching. This is also amazing devotional service. Several times, just this came to mind, several times devotees, those who are joining in ashram newly, when we tell them to clean bathroom toilets, they think, oh, toilet bathroom cleaning. How long should I do that service? Okay, initially they tell 6 months. Once 6 months are over, then they ask, Prabhu, 6 months over. Shall I change to another service? But we don't know, it is, in spiritual sense, it is same. Doing any other service. I remember one incident, one outside person came to our temple for visit. First time he was coming, and devotees were taking him to around the temple. They were showing him everything, and suddenly he wanted to pass water. So he was in a nearby ashram. So we thought, at that time we did not have this top floor restroom. So he had to go to that main entrance. So it was far away and he was in really pressure situation. So then immediately we took him to this brahmachari bathroom toilet area. So he went inside, and after coming out, he had a very big smile. And he was saying, you people are really true, means really pure people, really conscious about what you are preaching, what you are doing. Because we can see the nature of mind or consciousness of people just by seeing their restroom, how it is. If you go to any public place, in a school or colleges, you cannot even open the door. Then you can understand what consciousness the students or teachers or the people, those who are there. He was saying, really it is clean. And then he was really attracted to the moment, and then he started practicing afterwards. So for him, the first impression was clean restroom. For some devotees, it may be different thing. We may think, what is this very simple point, how it will be very effective. Recently, in one of the Sunday lectures, we were discussing about this Kantimala. So we were saying that what is this Kantimala? This is showing that we are dogs of Krishna. Normally we say this. So this shows that we are dogs of Krishna. After 3 days, one person came to temple and then he was saying he's from Bangalore. So he said, Prabhu, I am practicing Krishna consciousness for past few months. But one statement really hit me. Afterwards, I thought I should really dedicate my life in this life for Krishna consciousness. Then I was asking, what was that point? He said, when I heard that everyone should become dogs of Krishna, then that struck me. Because in material world, everybody is dogs of something else. Either some other master or their own senses. But you said we should become dogs of Krishna. Yes, correct. So for us, it may look like very simple thing. But different aspects of Krishna consciousness may attract every person differently. So therefore, we should engage in devotional service in all possible ways. Then we will develop attraction towards this hearing of Vasudeva Katha. And by hearing Vasudeva Katha, we will be purified immediately. So Krishna is so merciful. He has given all the methods. He has given the scriptures. He comes in different avatars. He sends so many acharyas. And finally, he has given this holy name. So simple process. Scriptures say even if your pronunciation is wrong, still no problem. Krishna understands. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is mentioned, Murko vadati Vishnaya, dhiro vadati Vishnave, ubayostu samam punyam bhavagrahi janardana. Murko vadati Vishnaya, one who is fool, he chants Vishnaya. Dhiro vadati Vishnave, one who is intelligent, he chants properly Vishnave. Like even when we are chanting Sanskrit verses, daily so many times we correct devotees, it is not like this pronunciation is like that. No, we try to rectify it. Because in Sanskrit, if you do even small change, complete meaning will get changed. In Namamishwaram, I remember this stanza, Iti driksva leelabir ananda kunde. So in the beginning days, I used to sing, Iti drikshva leelabir ananda kunde. I was singing like this, and then suddenly one devotee called me. You know what you are singing? He said, Iti drikshva leelabir ananda kunde. That means your glorious pastimes of the Lord. He said, no, you are not chanting that. You are saying your dog-like pastimes. I said, what your dog-like pastimes? He said, you are chanting Iti drikshva leelabir. Shva means dog. You should supposed to sing Iti driksva leelabir. Just this one pronunciation from Sa, I was singing Sha. Complete meaning gets changed. But Krishna is merciful. This verse says, Ubayostu samam punyam bhavagrahi janardana. Because he is bhavagrahi janardana, he accepts everything. He sees the mood. He sees the sincerity. If you are sincere, Lord agrees, okay, chalega, no problem. We read from scriptures, no, if in Dham, one is sleeping, that also Lord considers to be offering obeisances. Then I was thinking, after we wake up from sleep, what we do? We do like this. That means Lord may think, now he surrendered. Now he is raising his both hands. So, Lord is so merciful. He has given us everything. Just we have to take it. In Tamil, they say, வாழைப்பழத்தை உரிச்சு தான் கொடுக்க முடியும். We have to eat. Banana, somebody can give you, they can peel the skin, but you have to eat. So we have to take up this process, then we can see how it is effective, how we are getting purified, how it is really pleasant. We were so many, recently we were here, Manobi Ramat. It's very pleasant to heart. Though the words may be piercing, in Science of Self-Realization, Prabhupada, he narrates about this truth and beauty. Truth is always not beautiful, but that is actual reality. So therefore, truth is the real beauty. So therefore, we should give the real message. We should not alter it. So if we speak the same Vasudeva Katha without any alteration, then as said in this verse, purification will happen to everyone. Those who are speaking, the speaker or preacher, and the person who inquires, and the people in general who listen. Hare Krishna. So, if any comments, questions, corrections regarding this? Mike. One more.
Shukadeva Goswami.
Coming.
The appearance of Shukadeva Goswami in the particular chapter, there is a verse which um, speaks about the glory of it speaks about the glory of the devotee. It also includes because it's glorifying the devotee because he is a preacher of Krishna Katha. So in that connection, a verse says that the Ganges, when you go to the Ganga, you take bath, you are purified because the Ganga water is directly, it has washed the feet of the Lord. And the verse says that the personality like Shukadeva Goswami, you remember him. Just by remembering him, you get purified. This is the glory of the great devotees because they are so much immersed in Krishna Katha. I just thought that this speaks about the purification of the person who is hearing, who is listening, who is also part of the audience. Specifically, great personalities like Shukadeva Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj, and those who are following in the footsteps like Prabhupada and all those great personalities. You speak about them, you remember about them, and what to speak of following these instructions. You get purified.
And as we several times hear that all our philosophy, because sometimes people may think, oh, reading books is very difficult. So what our Vaishnava Acharyas have done, all philosophies they have given in songs also. So same thing this, Darshane Pavitra Koro E Tomar Gun. Just by darshan, by seeing them, by remembering them, one gets purified. And in another place, just came to mind regarding this, Prabhupada explains that this Ganges, like holy rivers, people they go and take bath. When they are taking bath, what happens? They leave all their sins in Ganges. So actually, Ganges becomes polluted by taking the sins from the people. So how Ganges gets purified? When all the tirthi kurvanti tirthani. How the tirthas, the holy places become holy? Because of the holy men present there. Because of pure Vaishnavas, they come there. They purify these holy rivers. So therefore, taking bath in Ganges purifies one, but meeting a Vaishnava, seeing him, hearing from him, this is more powerful, more potent. Hare Krishna. श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय.